Our final question before we play a couple songs. This was sent in to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Arthur. I have always wondered why Jim hates The Miz. Miz seems to check every mark Jim would like in a heel. He goes to get heat. It doesn't scare him. He is fantastic on the mic. He has a defined character, and he isn't an overly muscular steroid head. He looks like a guy. He is also dependable.
He looking like a man.
He doesn't get injured. He never misses dates, and he does everything he is told. You would think he would be one of Jim's favorites.
Well, I don't know where they got the idea that now what old platitudes did they say? Take them one at a time. Those compliments that he just gave you.
He goes to get heat. It doesn't scare him.
I just saw him on a fucking commercial for his reality show hugging a small baby. How is that going to get heat?
He is fantastic on the mic.
I'm sure he thinks that he is. I've heard him. I mean, by modern day standards, I guess, yeah, he's glib when he speaks, but he don't intimidate me or piss me off or make any strong emotion from me with his promos. He's an actor. He's a guy. He's a regular guy. He looks nondescript and regular, and he's playing wrestler rather than being wrestler. I don't even think that's an original description. I think somebody else already said that about him. He looks like a guy playing being a wrestler rather than being a wrestler.
He has a defined character, and he isn't an overly muscular steroid head.
I don't need the warlord, but I need an adult man that looks like I might be intimidated by him. And that's what I saw, you see him standing next to any of the stars that are real stars of Austin or Rock or Triple H or fucking Taker or anybody in their prime. And you look at that. Why is this small child in the ring on my TV playing wrestler?
He looks like a guy.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. I agree fully with that. I haven't seen it. I don't get it. I haven't seen it. Am I missing something, Brian?
He is dependable.
Well, that's a good thing. So was Tony Falk. Nobody ever said Tony ought to main event WrestleMania.
He doesn't get injured. He never misses dates. Didn't he just miss WrestleMania?
I think he did. But besides, here's the Miz. What did the Miz? It doesn't pass the name test. Remember the name test? I used to run it past Vince. Sometimes he'd listen, sometimes he wouldn't. For the WWF Championship, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. For the NWA World Championship, Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. For anything at all in the world, The Miz versus The Miz. He was on a reality show. He got in the wrestling business and he's hung around.
And finally, he does everything he is told.
Well, there you go. That's a model employee. I would be more than happy to use him on the card, but I just don't get it. I don't see it.
All right.
And when Morrison walks out next to Miz looks like a frog. And Morrison walks out with that long fucking hair and the fucking fashions and that fucking ripped body and those abs, and he looks like a goddamn star. He looks like the fan ought to be blowing his fucking hair in the breeze and everything. And then Frog Face comes out next to him and just